léegi nag pour nga dem uti produit bi du bari doo am lu bari ak changement climatique ndax kenn ku nekk xam na ne changement climatique day tax taw bi dootul bari te taw bi bu amul ndox géej bi salinité bi day yéeg salinité bi yéegee produit bi day ñàkk lu ci bëri fii environnement bi fii ñu bëri ci géej gi la ñuy liggéey moo tax am na loo xam ne bu amee rek dina changer lu bëri ci sunu dund ci population bi
কারণ আগে মহিলারা মানে আগে ধান হতো আমাদের এই অঞ্চলে এখন হয় না এই ঘূর্ণিঝড় আইলা আমপান এরপরে আর হচ্ছে না অনেক ধান তখন তো মানুষের অভাব অনটন গেছে আর এখন আবার কিছুদিনের জন্য বন্ধ হয়ে গেছে কাঁকড়ার ব্যবসা মহিলারা বাইরেও কাজ করতে পারছে না এখন অনেকে এলাকায় অনেক অভাব অনটন
আমি স্বপ্ন দেখি যে আমার এই সুন্দরবন এলাকা এই সুন্দরবনে আমার সবকিছু আমার এই সুন্দরবনে মধু কাটা কাঠ আনা কাঁকড়া মাছ এইগুলো ধরে আমাদের জীবন নির্বাহন করতে হয় আমাদের এই এলাকাটা আমাদের সবচেয়ে আমাদের এই এলাকায় জন্ম এলাকায় তারপরেও আমাদের ভালোবাসা আমাদের গর্ব এত দুর্যোগ আসে তারপরেও আমরা এখান থেকে যাই না
Estas mudanças climáticas impactam diretamente as mulheres, porque as mulheres são elas, volto sempre a dizer, o suporte da família, com os filhos, até com os animais, o gado de casa é a mulher que fica. Por mais que haja ciclone, por mais que haja enchentes, por mais que haja chuva, a mulher continua, permanece em casa, permanece a ser o suporte dos filhos. Ela é quem carrega toda a família, às vezes carrega todas as coisas de casa.
yombal suñu dund rek parce que tamit boo fekkee yombaloo sa dund nga xool heure bi nga jël grossesse yow da nga toog rek defuloo dara sa dund dafay jafe sa dund njaboot tamit dafay jafe te suñ ñu gis jigéen ñooñu pour nga dundal sa doom dafay jafe ah.
Tipo, vai em frente, chega, filho. Porque não posso chorar nessa ideia aqui para quem, porque tem que haver uma pausa. Conseguir criar pouco dos meus filhos.
হ্যাঁ আমার মনে হয় আমার জানা মতে আমার শ্যামনগর থানার ভিতরে এরকম হাজার হাজার মহিলা এরকম আক্রান্ত
তখন অনেক কবিরাজের বাড়ি থেকে ওগুলো নষ্ট করার পরে সে মারাও যায় ডাক্তার বাড়িতে তাড়াতাড়ি নিয়েও যেতে পারবে না যে হলো
àddina yëpp planning dafa baax planning suñ ko amee ñëpp nekk ci jàmm nga mun a toppatoo sa bopp toppatoo sa njaboot mun a liggéey sa liggéey moo tax ñuy toog rek di xool kañ lañ nga war a mun a jël grossesse bi waaw.
While climate change threatens everyone, women and girls are disproportionately impacted, especially in the world's poorest countries. We know that refugees and internally displaced persons who have been forced from their homes and their normal social structure are highly vulnerable. In fact, 1 in 5 women and girls in humanitarian settings report experiencing sexual violence. As you saw in the video produced by Ipas and Marriage Stop International, women want and need access to sexual and reproductive health care, including contraception and abortion, to enable them to make their own reproductive health decisions while navigating the crisis. With me is Pooja Sikandar from Ipas Development Foundation in India, who is going to talk about why we need women-led climate justice. Pooja, welcome. Can you tell us more about barriers women face in climate change?
Yes. So women and girls bear the brunt of climate-related events and environmental stress because they lack power. Women are traditionally the caretakers in the family. They are often in charge of food and water collection. And so when events such as droughts hit, they are forced to walk longer distances, which makes them vulnerable to rape and subsequent unwanted pregnancy. And when harvests fail, they struggle to feed their families and can be forced to migrate. This loss of their homes and their livelihoods very often means that access to contraception, access to abortion is limited, restricted, or even just absent. We know that when girls have reproductive autonomy, they are better able to finish their education and pursue their careers. which provides them with more economic stability and agency when facing a disaster. And they are better placed to take on decision-making roles at a community and national level, enabling them to have a seat at the table in finding climate solutions.
Thank you. So tell us, why do we need women-led climate justice?
So climate change is something that is impacting each and every single country. And as the debate around climate change accelerates, it is imperative that women's voices be at the center of that conversation. We need to listen to what women are telling us. We need to support them with what they need to build resilience to the effects of climate change. We need to look at them as the solution, as educators, as decision makers, and as advocates. In fact, women's groups and local feminist organizations are already taking action to fight climate change. Often they are at the forefront of activist movements, calling on governments to develop robust, responsive policy measures.
I would like you to talk to us about how Ipas is working to ensure that women-led climate justice is done.
Yes. So IPAS's goal is to integrate abortion access and sexual and reproductive health and rights into climate justice efforts at the local, regional, and global levels. We aim to leverage our expertise and relationships with ministries of health, local partners, and communities to advance climate-resilient health systems and pathways to care. We are taking an intersectional approach and are working with partners for a world in which women and girls have bodily autonomy, are resilient in the face of climate change, and have the power to determine their own futures.
Thank you, Pooja. In Mozambique, after tropical cyclone Ana, Ipas coordinated a response to ensure that reproductive health care, including access to post-abortion care and contraception, remain available to women and girls affected by the storm. These are the types of emergency response that we need. As we've been saying, climate change disproportionately impacts women and girls by exacerbating existing gender inequalities, disrupting access to sexual and reproductive health care, and reducing their already limited economic opportunity. I would like to end the segment with a photo show disrupting women in Bangladesh and Mozambique that have been affected by climate disasters.